construction is starting 2023. You're going to have the hotel.
Okay.
And you're going to also have the Akon Tower, which is built.
Africa is always regarded as the future. But when exactly is the future? In this video, we're going to be talking about Africa's obsession with futuristic smart cities like the Centenary city in Nigeria, the Akon city in Senegal, and the Wakanda futuristic city in Ghana. Really? Wakanda city? Futuristic cities in Africa are meant to redefine the continent, bring investors, boost the economy and all of that. These cities are not just about skyscrapers or smart homes. They are actually supposed to be the future, right? These cities like the Centenary city is supposed to rival cities like Dubai, and they are actually going to cost a ton of money. I mean, the Centenary city is supposed to cost as much as $18.1 billion. Akon city was pitched to be a crypto-powered utopia, inspired by Wakanda city in Black Panther. And the Wakanda city in Ghana is obviously also inspired by the Wakanda city in Black Panther, which at this point is actually disturbing. I mean, are we drawing inspiration from Hollywood? The question is, why are these cities failing? And one of the reasons is over-reliance on foreign investment. Well, I don't need to be told, or nobody needs to be told, that you don't build a city based on foreign investment. You don't rely on foreign investment to build what is yours. I understand that you need foreign investment, but at the same time, you should be able to plan in such a way that you don't over-rely on them. They come in and invest. You attract them to invest. Just like the Akon city that was actually pitched to be crypto-based, and they actually did rely on lots of foreign investment, and this is actually not so reliable. Another reason is lack of local input. It's quite funny that these cities often leave out the people they are actually meant to serve. These cities prioritize luxury, class, and exclusivity, which actually means they are building this city for the wealthy people. So a regular person don't even have a stake in those cities. That is why it actually doesn't work, and which explains my first point, which is over-reliance on foreign investment. If your people can't build these cities, then you are going to be heavily dependent on foreign investors, and that's not really feasible. Just like the Eco Atlantic city, you literally cannot just buy an apartment there, or anybody cannot just buy an apartment in Eco Atlantic city. Getting an apartment or a space in Eco Atlantic city, you'll be probably spending up to $10 million or $2 million, $3 million, whatever the price might be. An average person in Nigeria can't afford to live in Eco Atlantic city. So who is Eco Atlantic city for? It's actually not viewed for everybody. It's actually exclusive, built for certain types of people. And if you continue building cities for just certain types of people, I'm sorry, but these things will take longer than expected, or probably wouldn't even work at all. Another reason is weak governance and corruption. Of course, corruption is the order of the day in a lot of African countries. So it's either they should up the budget, or sometimes it's the next government totally abandoning the project or not putting it as much effort as they should put, which is actually a very huge problem here in Africa. Another problem is ambitious design and weak execution. This is actually very common. I mean, if you see the designs of these futuristic cities, they look very good and very fantastic, but design is not a problem, but execution is. I mean, in your execution, you need to have plan to maintain these structures, plan for population increase, plan for so many other things. You should check how the Burj Khalifa in Dubai is actually maintained. It is no easy task, I tell you. The core problem of these futuristic cities is we are living in a bubble. There's a huge disconnect between the vision and the reality. It's just not sinking. Between the vision and the reality, there's a lot that's in between. With our obsession with luxury, class, and exclusivity, these cities are supposed to empower people. People should become millionaires or billionaires or whatever. From just building these cities, people should be involved. I mean, the African people should be involved. I mean, why bother building the future when today is actually absent? Tomorrow is not greater than today. The future is not greater than today. Today is actually superior to tomorrow. You have to build today to realize your future. I mean, today we do not have constant electricity. We do not have good roads. There's no train from Abuja to Lagos to Port Harcourt. There's no train from Nigeria to Ghana. There's no train that links the whole of West Africa, and we are building futuristic smart cities. For who? And again, stop getting your inspiration from Hollywood. Hollywood is not the standard. America should not be the standard. Africa should get its own education. The reason why Africa is the way it is because we've not gotten our own education. We are still following Western education, Western system of government. Africa needs to find solution for Africa's problem. These problems need to be solved. For example, electricity, road networks, a lot of that. We're not supposed to be talking about it at the same time we are talking about futuristic smart cities. Solve these problems first, and building the smart futuristic cities will be very possible. So what is the solution? Focus on modern community development. Focus on sustainable growth. Build your industry so you don't have to pay 3 times as much to build futuristic smart cities, because you end up importing almost everything. But if you have your local industries, everyone will be empowered, people will make a lot of money, and the economy is going to be bigger while you are still building a futuristic smart city. This actually means that the money stays within the country. If you like this video, kindly hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.